Every once in a while, you come across a piece of content that alters the way that you think about life or the way that you move or the actions that you take, and it benefits you for the better. And I'm truly hoping that this video can actually be that for a few of you. And so I'm gonna pull back the curtains and then show you exactly how to succeed in the remote online space by using our exclusive process without having to start your own business from scratch or without needing tons of time. And by the end of this video, you're gonna learn exactly how to implement this process and capitalize in the online space, as well as seamlessly transition from your 9-to-5 into a booming $80 billion industry. And more importantly, how to do this while being fulfilled and actually doing what you love, just so we don't waste any time. This video is for you if you are stuck in a 9-to-5 that you're not passionate about, you're not getting paid what you're worth, you're not fulfilled, and it's leading to like you looking at other opportunities being like, yo, I want more. I want to figure out a better way to actually create an income, live the life that I want, and ultimately have more freedom. Most of us, we get stuck in a position and we never take action. We never get outside of it because it's risky, it's scary. We obviously have bills, we have a family, or we have people, we have a lifestyle that we have to support. I think it's so important that we start to all look at other options and other information to see if something is possible. So if that's you, if you're in that position, I'm gonna show you a non-scammy, proven way to get into the online space. This video is also for you if you're already in the digital closing space, but you wanna improve and get better or find a better opportunity. So if that's not you, you love your position, you never wanna take a risk, or you never wanna try something new, and you don't believe that what you do can control the outcomes that you get, go ahead, click off this video. I don't want to waste any of your time. This video is probably not going to be the best one for you, but you can go check out some of the other videos on my YouTube channel. Now, most of you have probably already seen all the ways to make money online. You may have even tried a few. There's drop shipping, Shopify, Amazon, affiliate marketing, crypto. The opportunities out there are endless, and the information sometimes feels like, what do I believe? Where do I go? How do I actually make this happen? The truth is, all of these methods can work, but what most people don't tell you is they all require a lot of moving parts. And when you're just getting started and you're trying to transition out of a position that you don't like, it is incredibly difficult to actually be successful. And this is where our method comes in. We have a different philosophy. Back in the day, during the gold rush, everyone left their home to go mine gold. But the question is, who made the most money? The people who were the most successful and made the most money were the ones that sold the equipment, the shovels, the tools to the miners. They capitalized on the traffic and everybody moving in one direction. And this is where we really established our philosophy and the best way to be successful in the online space. We think that the best way to succeed is not blindly chasing a buried treasure, but by partnering with the people who already have it. And this is the secret process that I'm going to show you. Before we dive into the process, I want to build a little bit more trust with you and show you exactly some other people that we've helped do this exact same thing. Here's Jacob. He went from working in a warehouse and is now partnered with one of the biggest names in the space, and he is absolutely killing it. Here's Erin. When we met her, she was balancing 3 part-time jobs, and when she implemented what we told her, she replaced all 3 of them. And then most recently, here's Nathan. And Nathan's a full-time student. He started his own marketing agency, which he grew to be really successful. And he decided that he wanted to pivot into this space full-time, give up his marketing agency, and he did just that. Now, one thing I left out is what you see a lot of other people talk about. I left out all of their financial goals. And I want to say this, they're killing it. They're doing really good. But I want to be careful. I don't want to paint a picture like this is going to be easy and you can make millions of dollars, because the truth is it's going to take work. And there are no guarantees of anything in this world. And I don't want you seeing their numbers and think that you can put in no work and get the same results. The cool thing about this space is you get to write your own story. You get to go and create your own results. There's no cap on what you can create, but it's going to be up to you. And just a few years ago, I had to learn that lesson myself. And I was in a place where I wasn't happy, I wasn't fulfilled. I saw all these people that are successful, and I just didn't know which way to go and how to actually operate. And I started to learn this one skill that when I implemented it, things started to change, and I started to see some success, and I started to help people, and I started not only doing it for myself, but taking it to other people and duplicating it across teams. And we started to see a ton of success with it. And at the same time I'm learning the skill, I'm constantly working on myself. I'm kind of on this personal development journey, one of accountability, where I'm like, I'm in charge of the results I want. I'm in charge of the outcomes that I get, and I'm going to take complete responsibility and ownership of it. I'm going to learn as much as possible. I'm going to start putting in work on myself so I can become a better person, because I was looking at all these people that were successful, and that's what they were saying. And I started doing it, and it started to help and change. And I'm hoping that's you right now on the other side of the screen, where you're like, I know that I've been working on myself. I've been pushing. I've been trying to learn. I've been implementing discipline. And it's time for me to actually get out there and go. At the end of this video, stick around, because I'm going to show you, I have a new offer that I want to share with you, and this is not for everybody, but I want to share with you about how we can implement this process that I'm going to show you. But let's hop in. Here's how the industry works, okay? We see all these companies marketing online. You may have been scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you see a post that says sponsored, and you see an ad. What are all these companies doing? They're marketing their product or service, more specifically a high ticket product or service. So high ticket means basically it's expensive, like $2,000 and up. These companies are trying to sell a product that's $2,000 and up. And what happens is you see the ad, you opt in, you say, hey, you raise your hand, I'm interested. And when you do that, you become a lead. Now, the key to these companies actually succeeding is that they turn these leads into paying clients. So once a lead purchases their product or service, they're now a client. There's a gap between a lead and a client. And this gap is going to be filled by you. It's what we like to call a digital closer. Some people call it remote sales. Some people call it high ticket sales. There's a bunch of different names for it. We like to call it digital closing. And this gap is where you as a digital closer come in, you talk to someone who's already raised their hand and said they're interested, and you talk about the product or service. You ultimately sell the lead on the product or service, and in return, the business owner is going to pay you commission. And you're probably like, Jack, why would the business owner pay me commission? It's because, number one, these products and services, they're high ticket. And so usually a buyer or a lead that comes in, they want to talk to somebody. They want to know it's real. They want to go face to face, and they want to ask questions. Think about if you were going to the car dealership and you wanted to buy a Ferrari. You're probably going to want to talk to somebody about the specs. How fast does it go? What level of trim is it? What gas mileage? Whatever it is, you're going to want to ask some questions before you buy, because it's such a big purchase. This is the same way in the online remote sales, digital closing space. And if you can partner with these companies, which you can, and you can learn and master the skill of sales, it's not hard. It's one skill. It's the most basic skill that you need to learn before you start your entrepreneurial journey or you go out from your 9-to-5 on your own. If you can master the skill and you partner with these companies, you can close deals, sell their products and services, earn commission, and do it from anywhere in the world. If you look all over, we can all agree the online industry is booming right now. There's so many people trying to do drop shipping, affiliate marketing, all the things that we just talked about. They're trying to go mine the gold. When you can actually sell the products or the tools that people need to go mine the gold. And to do this, it's actually really simple. So the first step is you want to skill up. You want to have the skills. Now, some of you may have some sales experience. That's awesome. That'll come in handy. Some of you may be brand new. And either way, it doesn't matter. The thing about sales is it can be learned. And most people can build a really strong baseline of sales in 2 to 4 weeks. It doesn't take long, but you need to put the work in. Even if you do have experience, the online space and doing calls through your phone or over Zoom, it's a different world. There's a lot less trust in this marketplace. When you walk into a brick and mortar store, there's a lot more trust. For example, if somebody walks into a dealership and they want to buy a car, they know that dealership is going to be there. they're face to face with you, and there's a lot of trust. In this online space, we've all seen scams. We've all seen people trying to really get over on people. We've all seen lots of people that are just doing it completely wrong. And so there's an all-time low level of trust. And so the skill here is super important. The next step is partner up. You want to find a company that not only do you believe in, do you have some knowledge of, but most importantly, you're passionate about. The purpose of this industry isn't to get out and do the same thing remotely. You want to find an industry that you truly care about, that fires you up. And when you go and actually sell products and services, it doesn't feel like work. It's fun. You're passionate about it. You care about it. And you would do it almost for free. And so this is what we like to call finding a niche, finding a segment of the market that is selling products and services that are high ticket. And you want it to be high ticket because you want to make a good amount of commission. If it's a $10,000 product and you make 10% commission, you're going to make $1,000 for a 30-minute or hour phone call. And the way I recommend you finding a niche is very simple. You need to write down the things that you care about, that you're good at, or you have experience in, and choose. There's no wrong or right way to go. You can always pivot or change industries or niches and find a better opportunity. But the only way you choose a wrong niche is not choosing at all and trying to choose the perfect one from the start. The right opportunity will come to you if you just start taking action and move towards where you want to go. So that's step one and step two. Skill up. You got to have the skills. And I want to be clear. The skills are an ever evolving thing. You're always getting better. You're not going to have elite sales skills in 2 to 4 weeks, but you're going to have a good enough baseline to actually get into the space. The next step is step two, partner up. Find an industry or a niche that you're passionate about. Find an offer inside of that niche that you can sell and earn a good amount of commission. And then finally, scale. And scale goes to, now I have a position. I know how to sell. How do I let this position help me reach my goals? How do I make the money that I want? How do I work less amount of hours? How can I do it traveling the world, doubling and tripling my previous income, and do it all while loving it? And so scale comes with a few things. It comes with being in a community of people who are doing the same thing, reviewing your sales calls, getting 10% better. Because if you get 10% better, your income is going to increase 10%. And this is why I love this industry so much. It's not for the people that, want to feel safe and want to just know their money's coming in. The truth is, it's going to be scary out there sometimes, but I believe that's how it should be done, where your money is in your hands. It's not capped by the hours that you make. And this is how wealthy people think. They don't trade their time for money. They trade the value that they bring for money. And as a sales rep, a digital closer, if you can bring a company new clients and bring them more money, that's very valuable, and you're going to get paid accordingly. So those are the 3 simple steps. And I don't want to make it sound easy, because it's not. It takes work, but it's simple. It's a simple process. Skill up, get the skills, partner up, find a partner, and then scale. Actually use this to help you reach your goals. So I looked it up because I don't want to be out here just throwing numbers out here. I already said that. But it looks like right here, remote sales representative salary. This is from ZipRecruiter. The top earners do 100K plus. The average is $76,000 a year. And then the lowest, the 25th percentile is like $53,000. I've seen people earn a lot higher. I've seen people earn a lot lower. And I've seen people that don't earn anything because they don't actually take the risk, or they don't even put the work in. They just think it's going to be handed to them. So the last part that I'll add to this before we go into the offer is, how do I transition out of my current position and actually get into digital closing? Now, if you're working a full-time job, you're probably like, I don't know where I would find these hours, but I know I want to get into the online space, try something new, and actually create a new income. And so I put it like this, right? The first phase is the skill up. You're going to need 1 to 2 hours a day to actually learn. So if you can find 1 hour a day, I would say that's a good baseline to get started. If you don't have 1 hour a day and you're not willing to give it, it's probably just not worth it to you. It's probably you don't see the value in actually doing this. And that's fine, but to get a different result than the one that you're getting, you're going to have to take action. After you start to skill up, you go into partner up. And this is where you're going to start working part-time. In the week, you may work 2 to 3 hours a week, and then you start taking on more time on the weekends. This is where you can start to see proof of concept. You start to actually get some cash flow, and you start to see, hey, this could be successful. Once you hit that mark where you're like, okay, I'm making a good amount of side income, I want to see if we can really scale this up. That's when you transition into full-time and you go all in. Because I'm a big believer in focus. If you put all of your attention on one thing, it's going to grow versus being average or okay at a lot of different things. And so once you see that proof of concept, it's time to go all in, and you can go full-time and really kill it in this industry. So that's it. And the truth is, you can take this, you can go out, and you can do it completely on your own. You don't need anybody else. And the great part is, like I said, it's easy, but it's not simple. The other option is you do it with mentorship. And the truth is, we see all these courses online. They truly aren't going to help you. You're not going to be good at sales or be good at anything by just actually reading about it. You actually have to go out there, practice it, do it. So we put together a revamped offer that I'm super excited to share with you, and hopefully a select few of you we can work with to actually help you and make this happen. And so the offer looks like this. We do 3 things, and it goes along with the 3 pillars we talked about earlier. The first thing is we verify you, right? We have to know that you have the skill. If you have the skills, you can do it in under a week. If you don't have the skills, sometimes it takes 2, 4, and depending on your time, it can take up to 8 weeks to actually get verified. From this verification process, once you pass it, you'll receive a certificate from us, and then you're ready to move forward. The second step is where we help you find a position. This can look like one of 2 things. The first being we connect you with our partnership network, which is vast because we've been doing this for 4+ years, and we have a lot of people that need digital closers. So if you're good enough, we can connect you and make that process happen. The second way is you use the scripts that we teach you to find your own position in a niche and industry that you love. Both of these work, and by the end of this offer, most people actually already have a position. And then the final pillar to our offer is simple. We help you scale. And every week we have coaching calls, we have live drills. The best way to actually get better at sales is drill every single day. And we have that available for you. We have sparring sessions where you can get in there and get into the community and train with the other closers so you can bring your level up as quick as possible. Guys, as simple as that. If you are serious, and only if you're serious about this, if you have to think about, like, is this gonna be for me or not, go watch some of my other videos. But if you're serious, you wanna take action, you're like, I gotta change my life right now. I feel like Jack is real. He's not trying to like misguide me or, you know, tell me something that isn't true to hype me up, then click the link, schedule a call. There'll be a form, fill it out. Make sure you fill it out honestly. And you'll be hopping on a call with either me or one of our coaches, and we'll put together a plan to see how we can get you on this offer and see if it's a good fit. Worst case scenario, we point you in the right direction and hook you up with some free trainings. Best case scenario is we help you speed up the process of succeeding in this online space of digital closing. Again, book a call if you're not serious, or more importantly, you don't think that you can create the life that you want. If you don't even believe that's possible, start there. Work on yourself there. Go out, do it on your own. But if you actually think that this is something you could do, go do it. Book a call. Let's talk. I'm excited. Let's go.